Hello. Today's episode is about houses we live in and why they're important. This is a house I found the other day. I checked and no one lives in here, so I think we're good to take a look inside. How about today? Ah, nice. A homeroom. Fireplace, window looking outside, painting on the wall. This is my fourth favorite room in the house. I like it because you can do many things here. Whereas a bedroom is meant for sleeping, a kitchen is meant for cooking, the homeroom is a lot more vague. There's a lot more freedom. Plus, the windows are usually pretty big, and I like a good view. My second favorite room in the whole house is probably the kitchen. Because although a kitchen is mostly used for cooking, you can do many things with cooking. I wonder what that is, cooking in the oven there. It smells savoury. It has a few hints of sweetness that, unlike any savoury item, a human being can normally cook in the oven. Ah, it's a blueberry pie. There are many facets that make a blueberry pie interesting, but my favourite of these facets might have to be the fact that it is more often than not cooked with short crust rather than puff pastry, which makes for both more of a savoury smell, but also a texture that would most often be used with savoury items, evoking memories of when I used to eat meat, but don't anymore, because I became a vegetarian after talking with my friend Bill, who convinced me that to be upset when an animal is hurt, while simultaneously eating meat, is a bit of a hypocrisy, and I like animals. Here is my least favourite room in the house, the office. Speaking of animals, spending time in the office makes me feel a lot like the main guy in Metamorphosis, who turns into a massive bug after being trapped doing the same thing for too long. It's like whenever you're not working, it's just antagonizing you. Come over, do that poem you've been thinking of doing for so long. The one that starts with, "Heart cried my lover down the empty hallway, my feet beckoning at the end, perched atop by my mind, a mind with nothing left to say." And you wrote it on your iPhone notes, and it could really be good. I hate that feeling the office gives me. It also has small windows, and is clustered due to storage. But looking at it in another way, when you're doing good work in the office, it can feel really, really good. But again, that could be more down to the work you're doing, and not the space you happen to be doing it in. That space being the office. This is my favourite room in the whole house, the boiler room. A lot of people make fun of me for saying this is my favourite room in the whole house, but that's often because they don't listen to my explanation why. Being able to control the temperature means so much to the rest of the whole house. I can enjoy the kitchen, sure, but there's nothing worse than being stuck in a hot kitchen all afternoon making soup when it's really, really warm inside, and the steam from the soup just adds to the intense heat already present. In my opinion, that is one of the worst experiences any person can have, in their own home. Same if it is cold. What if you are making funnily shaped ice cubes with your bare hands? The rain is belting and it is very cold inside too. It's terrible. But that's why the boiler room is so important. It influences how you feel about all the other rooms. The control center for all of these thoughts is here. Also, before I moved into my own house, there were 2 elderly people who lived there, and they smelt a lot like butterscotch. Their smell is mostly gone throughout the house now, but due to some shirts the man left me as a housewarming present, it still lingers in the boiler room, which is a nice treat whenever I pay a visit. My third favourite room in the house is the dining room. I have nothing much to say about the dining room. I googled some jokes to do about it, but they were all pretty unfunny. I must say that having so many chairs for a guy who lives on his own does make me feel both like a king and like a lonely prude at the same time. That's why the score isn't so favourable. But still, it's a fun room. If you have the right imagination, or you have some friends round for a dinner party. How about we talk to my friend Michael, who lives in a bungalow, and ask what he thinks of it. Hello, my name is Michael, and this here is my bungalow. I live alone too. The perks of living in a bungalow, in my opinion, are that you can have people around and feel like it's a full-on party, but it may just be a wee get-together with some friends. What I least like about living in a bungalow is the fact that I have to share various rooms for various things. My kitchen doubles as an art studio, my bedroom as an office, and so on. But overall, I work well in small spaces, so I get over it. Thank you. We appreciate it, Michael. Thank you. Well, that's it. Do you like your house? What are your favourite and least favourite parts? What's your favourite kind of house? What's the best house you've ever seen? Or do you not care about houses? It's fine either way. We're all one in our being who we are. It's what makes us the same that makes us special. This has been Lamps in the Void. Goodbye for now.